Okay, today we're not just talking about real estate. Today we're actually going to discuss something about the Jacksonville area, St. Johns County. I've been getting a lot of questions from clients about what are we doing with our children over the summer here in specifically in this area, St. Johns County, but some of these camps are also available in Duval County as well. So today's video is about summer camps for the kiddos, for those of you that have kiddos. So let's get after it now. Welcome to our channel. This is everything you need to know about Jacksonville and the surrounding areas. If you haven't already subscribed or checked the alerts bell, do so now because it helps me and I will continue to help you and continue making these videos. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about summer camps here in the Jacksonville area and the suburbs of Jacksonville. And of course, no better person to have with me, the one and only lovely wife of mine, Monica, to help me go over some of these camps because we have a really awesome list that she put together because she did a lot of research on it. And we have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and we went ahead and started scheduling these camps now, some of them now, and some of them still haven't had registration just yet, if I'm not mistaken. But for those of you that are interested to learn about these camps and want to have your kids in camp, especially if you're not from the area or you're moving to the area, go ahead and make sure you email me. My information will be in the description below. You can email me or text message me your email address, and I will go ahead and provide you a copy of this list that we're going to go over now regarding camps that are full day camps and half day camps. So for us, we both work, and so it's these camps that we chose for our children are mostly full day camps, but there are half day camps on the list as well. And just so you know, there are a ton more camps in town. This is just to give you an idea of some of the popular ones that we're hearing about, the ones that we researched. So welcome my my wife that is my life, Monica. Hey, Monica, thanks for taking time off work to be with me. I appreciate it, honey.
No problem.
All right. So like I said, we have a 5-year-old and 7-year-old.
She's actually eight
now. Whoops. That just shows how qualified I am as a dad. They grow so quickly and I can't keep track. Okay, so usually in the past, because we both work, we kept it really easy on ourselves by just sending our children to Collage Day Camp, which is a school in Ponte, Vedra. We did this because this was one of the few camps that we could just drop them off in the morning and we wouldn't have to pick them up till what time?
3 o'clock, but they also offer before and after care too, so we could stay actually longer if they wanted to.
Okay, so again, it was convenient for us because we're in Nocatee. Collage is in Ponte Vedra Beach. It was literally like what, 7-8 minute drive. And we could drop them off at 9 o'clock in the morning, you said, and then I would pick them up around 3, and
Yep.
That was a good chunk of the day that kept them preoccupied, and they liked it, right?
They had fun there, yes.
Yeah. Collage Day School has a lot of outdoor stuff. They have a really pretty campus. We discovered them for the first time during actually right after COVID happened. I think that's where we sent our girls, and they were really well equipped for that. They had a lot of outdoor activities. They have a really nice campus, and they have little chickens and roosters on the campus, and they have a little trail behind the school. So we thought that was a good option for them. Why else did we pick that, Monica? Is there anything else you want to add to their school and their camp?
At the time, our youngest, Hannah, when she started Collage, like going in the summertime, she was only like 3 years old. So Collage year round is a private preschool and elementary school. So they cater to younger children. So for us, it's also easier to send both kids to the same school versus having to take one to a different place. So because Collage catered to both younger children, like preschool age and elementary age children, that's why we also picked that school, because they can go to the same place.
Very convenient than having to do two separate trips. Are we going to be doing two separate trips now this summer?
No,
No.
my goal is to keep it simple, to keep them
Awesome.
together.
Yes. That's why I love you so much, keeping it simple for me, because I can't handle complexities like this. So you have on the list S4 Sports Camp, and I looked it up because it is available in St. Johns County and in Duval County. Are our kids participating in this camp as well?
Yeah, so going first quickly back to Collage, our kids are still going to go to Collage a couple of weeks this year. Collage, when you sign up for Collage, you can pick and sign up by the week, and every week they have a certain theme. So there's things like sports weeks, there's things like, you know, everything with water, where they bring in like slip and slide and water activities for the kids to play. They bring their bathing suits. So I chose a couple weeks still at Collage just because it's familiar to them. So you don't have to sign up for the whole summer. You can sign up pretty much with all of these ones that we're going to talk about by the week versus for the entire summer. So they are going to go to Collage a couple of weeks this summer. The new one that we added was S4 Sports Camp, and it's a camp that focuses on teaching the kids, you know, team-related activities like soccer, basketball, baseball. So the kids get to participate in a variety of those types of sports. And what's nice is the S4 Sports Camp that takes place in St. Johns County is actually held at Palm Valley Academy, which is where our kids go to school year-round. So it's actually held in their gym. And this is also an all-day camp, so they can go from like 9 in the morning, I think, until 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon.
Perfect. That's convenient for us so that we don't have to break up our day too much.
And that particular one, they have to be like rising, I believe it's rising kindergartners or rising first graders. So they don't cater to like that preschool age group. So just keep that in mind. Most of the other ones that we're going to talk about now, besides Collage, are more focused at the elementary school age level. So both kids will be able to go to S4, and they are still separated into their particular age group. So, you know, if they're, you know, going to play soccer, they're not going to mix 10-year-olds, for example, with 6-year-olds. They're going to kind of keep them in groups based on their age.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that's always an important thing for us because Hannah, even though she's growing, she's still 5. We're always concerned about, you know, mixing her with older children, and that's always a worry of ours, making sure they're around the younger kids that are close to their age. So very cool. I like that because I know Hannah loves soccer. So Challenge Island, I've shared this list with other clients, and a lot of people know about Challenge Island. So it must be a very cool program. What made you pick this one for us?
So Challenge Island is another all-day camp. So they're there from like 9 until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which I liked. This is a national program. So, you know, each city, you know, might have their own franchise of this program. So in Ponte Vedra, they actually hold this camp at the Ponte Vedra High School, which is right across the street from where we live. So I liked that. And I like this because they have very creative themed weeks, similar to Collage, but I think they're more dynamic and just different. So our kids are going to one week called Pet Palooza, where they actually learn how to build like a community for pets, like dogs and cats. And our kids love puppies and all animals. So I thought this would be fun for them. Another week that they do is wizardry. So it's all about magic and, you know, learning how to put together potions. And it's just something fun. Probably Harry Potter lovers would like to go to that type of week with Challenge Island. There's others as well that I didn't sign our girls up for, like, you know, there's one that they do specifically on slime. I know creating slime and playing with slime is popular with kids, and I think that's one that they sell out quite often. Our kids aren't going to that one, but that's another one. So it's fun, unique type of themed weeks that they do at Challenge Island, and it's all hands-on from a creative perspective.
Yeah, I could bet any day of the week that you would never let them go to camp for slime because you don't like slime and we don't.
That's one that I don't like. Yeah. I asked them, and they specifically said they didn't want to go to slime. They picked the wizardry and the pet palooza one. So that's
Okay.
I'm all
Well,
good with.
hopefully in wizardry camp, they can magically learn to do their homework and make their beds in the morning.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one, WindShape at Crosswater Community Church Christian Faith-Based Camp. Okay, that's cool. What is WindShape all about?
WindShape is another national like Christian faith-based program, and they do these camps across the country at various churches across the U.S. And WindShape just so happens to be hosted at our home church, Crosswater Community Church. So this is another all-day camp for kids of all ages, elementary-aged kids, and they do lots of various activities. It's run by usually high school camp counselors, along with youth pastors and other personnel from the church. But they get to do a lot of different activities, from sports and crafts. They have like a dance workshop. So you get to basically pick what type of activities your kids enjoy when you register them for that camp.
Okay. How long is that one for?
That is just for 1 week. So it's just a 1 week camp, and it usually here locally is at the end of July. So it's not something that happens all summer. It's just 1 week.
Okay, cool. All right, moving along here. Club Scientific STEM at Waypoint Community Church.
So this one, I was late to the game with this one. So I actually didn't get our kids signed up for this one, but I've heard so I don't have personal experience, but it's very popular. A lot of friends of mine say that it's very good and comes highly recommended. But any child that likes like robotics, anything STEM related, this is a cool camp. It's an all-day camp in St. Johns County, and it's held at a local church again. It's called Waypoint Community Church, which is just on the other side here in Nocatee. But they have days like when I looked at their schedule, like Veterinary Day or Doctor Day, Scientist, Robot Inventor Day, Chemist Day. So they get to do a lot of variety of things, all related to science. So for next year, I'm going to try to get on the ball a little earlier on that one and see if I can get them signed up for a couple of weeks at that camp as well.
Sure. Okay, cool. So obviously a lot of these registrations have passed.
Yes.
Or they
pretty much now, all of them are open. Like it. Some of them started like late January, February, and then just the last couple, like WindShape, for example, went live today. If you're kind of looking now, like in March, April, May, some of these sell out pretty quickly. Others are still have availability, but it's always usually at the beginning of the year when these things open up. Okay.
Bud Beach Sports Camp at Ponte Vedra High School.
Yes, so this is another sports camp, and it's an all-day camp held at Ponte Vedra High School. It's actually run and organized by the previous basketball coach who used to coach boys basketball at Nice and most recently at Ponte Vedra High. So they participate in soccer, basketball, lots of different activities. I chose the S4 camp just because that was at Palm Valley Academy, like I mentioned earlier, but this is another option for those kids that like sports.
Okay, cool. Especially it's good for these kids to be able to go to the local high schools because they'll be attending potentially those high schools in the future. So it gives them a little comfortability. Comfortable,
yeah.
That word? Yeah. All right. YMCA Brown Family Ponte Vedra. Is that the local YMCA here in Nocatee?
No, it's not the local one here in Nocatee. The one here in Nocatee, I haven't found that they do actual summer camp. I know they do camps during spring break and wintertime, and they do some after school programs, but this is the Ponte Vedra Beach YMCA location.
Okay.
And so they do various weeks that you can sign up for as well. It's typically run by teenagers or high school aged camp counselors. But if you're members of the YMCA, you obviously get special discounts to sign your kids up for camp there. Our kids have participated in some spring break camps in the past, or camp day camps where they have like a day off of school, like on President's Day or something, and they've enjoyed their time when they've gone over to the YMCA.
What kind of activities?
all different types, lots of outdoor activities. They have a pool there. So there is like some specific programs where you can sign them up for swimming and stuff like that. Otherwise it's crafts and other activities. It's just a variety of things. They're all themed, just similarly to a lot of these where there's certain weeks that are themed over different activities that you could choose from.
Okay, so Camp Chippewa, I've heard a lot about this one because the neighbors' kids have gone there. Yes,
so Camp Chippewa is like 40 minutes from Nocatee. So, you know, definitely want to allocate time to and from. It's a day camp, but it's all about like good old fashioned outdoor fun, like get outside, get dirty. They go fishing. They have like water activities, canoeing, hiking, anything outside, like, you know, field type day activities. That's what Camp Chippewa focuses
Camp Chippewa sounds like that camp that you would have gone to when you were a kid and it was a sleepaway. It's like the name a camp should be called.
Yes. There is some Camp Chippewas I actually read in other locations across the US that are overnight camps, but this one in particular here in Nocatee is not. It's just a day camp.
Okay, we're running out of time. So really quick, Bolles Day Camp. So I know this one because Bolles is a really exclusive private school here in Jacksonville. And anytime we can, since we can't afford to send our children there all year round, this is an opportunity for them to visit that institution and do camp there. And it's just as reasonable as the other camps, right? Or is it a little more expensive?
It's along the same lines. Bolles for sure is on my list for next year. The nice camp, they have two campuses, one in Ponte Vedra and one in San Jose, which is in the Mandarin area. The one in Ponte Vedra doesn't do like an all-day camp. They're more half-day sessions. The more renowned campus, if you will, is the one in Mandarin in San Jose. And they actually have a bus that can pick up the kids, that picks them up daily from the Publix here in Nocatee. You can pay like a daily fee to have your kid ride the bus, so you don't have to take them to Bolles, because the one in San Jose is probably like 35 minutes away, maybe more with traffic. But it's a really nice campus. They do kayaking,
fishing,
outdoor fishing, lots of outdoor activities, and the campus is very impressive. So I think next year, when our little one is a year older, we're probably going to send both the kids on the bus that, you know, picks them up here locally at the Publix in Nocatee and take them to that camp.
Yeah, interestingly enough, our neighbor's little one didn't like it as much as the older one. So I agree with you there. I think we should wait till Hannah is another year older before we send her to that one. But the neighbors said they actually enjoyed the bus ride there, and the first time they got to ride a bus since we ride golf carts to school. Jacksonville Country Day School Camp, which is another really exclusive private school here in Jacksonville. Did we sign up for this one?
We did not. This is just another option. They have, again, all different types of weeks. If your child is interested in dancing, STEM, musical theater, even sports related stuff, this is another private school that does like multiple special program weeks. It's about 30 minutes from Nocatee. And I think they include even lunch for the day. We're just not doing that one this year.
Nothing wrong with that. I think, doesn't Bolles Day Camp, they offer lunch too as well, I believe.
I'm not sure. I might be right.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Other camps, usually half day. You have First Coast Gymnastics. Did Ella do, or was that cheerleading camp?
She did the cheerleading one. On the list, when you contact from this video, if you want to see other camps, all the ones I talked about, again, are full day camps, because that's what we choose as a family, since Greg and I both work full time. But there's lots of other camps locally here in Nocatee that you can, your child can participate in. There's First Coast Gymnastics. That's a local gymnastics studio here. They do day camp. Grace Conservatory is the local dance studio here. They do camps for dance. The Link is a community center here in Nocatee. They do lots of different programs for kids through the Link, all different types, from crafts to STEM, all sorts of things. Zone Cheer, that's a cheerleading camp. That's the one, Greg, that Ella participated in one year. Jack's Cooking Studio is the local cooking studio here, where we actually take cooking lessons sometimes and for date nights with our friends. to cook a meal. They offer things as well. Pinspiration is a craft type of fun place that our kids like to go. They do camp. Most of these are like, 9 to 12 or 12 to 3 type of camps. Code Ninja
Inspirations is in Ponte Vedra Beach, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and Jack's cooking studio is in Jack's Beach, and the kids love that, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, there's lots of other ones. I mean, this is not an exhaustive list. It's just ones that I know that are half day ones. We just don't participate in just because they don't suit what we need. So.
And okay, and then the last one, Code Ninjas of St. John's. I know they're also one of the boosters of PTO. That's a great opportunity for your kids to learn how to do coding. I would love Ella to do the YouTube. I don't know if they have a camp for that, but they do have a YouTube course for kids that want to create a YouTube channel, if that's their thing as well. And then finally, you have one overnight camp on the list, which is YMCA camp. I can't even say that word. Immokalee.
Camp Immokalee. Yeah, that's the overnight camp that's run by the YMCA, and that's an overnight camp for kids. I'm right now not at the point where I'm comfortable sending our little ones to overnight camp, but I know a lot of parents that do, so I included that one option on there as well.
Cool. Well, thanks for all your help, darling. I'll let you jump off so I can close this out.
Okay, great.
Appreciate your help.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so that was our list of camps for here in the suburbs of Jacksonville. We're in Nocatee, St. Johns County. So this is a pretty in-depth list of camps with the links so that you can look into it for more information. And if you can't get in this year, maybe next year. I've provided this list to a few clients already, and they were really grateful and found it very helpful. And if you are considering moving to the area, it just gives you an idea of the options for children, if you have children, for them to do things during the summer, especially if you're busy working parents. And then finally, if you are looking to move to the area, I'd love to be your resource of choice. And there are plenty more videos on the channel for you to check out. Our area here in Nocatee, St. Johns County, we are one of the top public high school counties in the state of Florida that are one of the highest ranked, and they definitely deserve that ranking based on our experience with our children here in public school in St. Johns County. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some other ones, and we'll see you on the next one.